I'm Sevo, and it's time to get our Greek on with Meraki TV. Tonight on the show, we meet the young Greek author causing a stir in literary circles, Will Kostakis, delve into the life and philosophy of Socrates, get the hottest music from DJ Krazy, learn how to make Kourabiethes, gluten and dairy free, look into the komboloi with Did You Know, and get all the glitz and goss with Stavroula. But right now, Maria Hohlastou takes us to the monthly Greek night happening at Canterbury Leagues Club and chats to the members of the band Paradise.
Welcome, guys.
Thanks, good to be here.
So how did you actually get into the Greek scene?
I think my parents urged me to get into it from a young age, basically because they saw how much I loved Greek music.
Το τελευταίο ποτηράκι θέλω μαζί στο ταβερνάκι εκεί που πίναμε κι απόψε να το πιούμε για τελευταία μια φορά να θυμηθούμε μια και το θες να χωριστούμε.
Stephen, what brought you into the music industry? I hear you used to be a drummer, or you started as a drummer.
Yes, I did start as a drummer at about 11 or 12 years old. I played in my first band when I was about 12 and sort of eventuated through that. But I got into backing singing as a background drummer with a headpiece, like, you know, back in the day. And the band work sort of slowed down for a little while due to DJs coming into the scene and things like that. So it sort of all slowed down, and we got into, I got into the singing part of things. And
you found your gift. Γίνεται πανικό σήμερα. Περνάμε πάρα πολύ ωραία. Πείτε μας λίγο για το μπουζούκι. Εσύ παίζεις πάρα πολλά χρόνια και έχετε κάποια ιστορία. Πείτε μας λίγο.
Παίζω 37 χρόνια. Ο πατέρας μου αρχίνησε την ελληνική μουσική εδώ, τα μπουζούκια, πριν το 58. Στα πρώτα μπουζούκια που είχαμε στο Σίδνεϊ, λεγόταν ο Έλατος. Μεγάλωσα στην ελληνική μουσική. Μ' αρέσει, τα αγαπάω και έχω προσπαθήσει να κρατήσω την ελληνική μουσική στο Σίδνεϊ με τόσα νέα παιδιά και τραγουδιστές που τα αγαπάνε και τους έχω προσπαθήσει να τους βοηθήσω μαζί με την ορχήστρα μας.
Δηλαδή, εσύ παίζεις μπουζούκι από τι ηλικία, αφού έπαιζε ο μπαμπάς σου?
Εγώ άργησα να παίξω επειδή οι γονείς μου δεν θέλανε να παίξω μπουζούκι και νυχτερινή ζωή. Ήθελα να σπουδάσω, που πήγα πανεπιστήμιο και έγινα λογιστής. Το μπουζούκι το έπιασα στα χέρια άμα ήμουν 21 χρονών.
Να'ρθείς αυτή την όμορφη βραδιά και σαν δυο ξένια στα παιδιά να φύγουμε για αλλού. Να'ρθείς και με πιλότο την καρδιά να βρούμε μια ζεστή αμμουδιά κάποιου βρεσού για αλλού.
Η ορχήστρα Παράδεισος τώρα την έχουμε 37 χρόνια. Με τον Θόδωρα που παίζει μπάσο μαζί μου κοντεύει 29 χρόνια μαζί. Ο Γιώργος έπαιζε με την Άννα Βύση στην Ελλάδα, ο δραμαδόρος μας, και δούλευε και στον Τέφι πριν πολλά χρόνια. Ο Στίβ έπαιζε στο Μέγα Αλέξανδρο για 10 χρόνια.
Have a great night tonight. I know we will.
And you can catch the Greek night at Canterbury Leagues Club every second Friday of the month. Now, as we all know, Greeks invented almost everything. One of the most important to the evolution of man has to have been philosophy, the word itself meaning love of wisdom. Arguably, the most pivotal of all philosophers has to have been Socrates. Why? Well, here's the answer in 3 minutes or less. Socrates was one of the forefathers of Western thought. So influential was he that when it comes to philosophy, it is divided into before Socrates and after. The reason for this is that philosophy up until that point had been obsessed with understanding the world and how it was created. Socrates changed the focus to daily life, the issues affecting everyday man. Most notably, Socrates never had students, or opened a school, and never taught for money. In fact, he never taught. He would simply engage people in dialogue. Feigning ignorance, he would ask your opinion on any matter of subject and then proceed to demolish the argument just by asking so many questions that you would begin to question yourself. What was even more fascinating is that he wouldn't actually have a side or an answer. His goal was just to teach you to think for yourself. At the heart of Socrates was his belief in the soul and its hierarchy above all else. He believed it was the essence of every man and the reason for his existence. Material things meant nothing. What was important was doing what was good for your soul. He believed in never harming another for the sole reason that harming someone else would mean harming yourself. He also believed that if people did bad things, it was because they didn't understand that these actions would eventually harm their soul. Thus, the importance of education. The ruling philosophers of the time were sophists who were paid to teach and believed that all truth was subjective. Any view could be justified by logical or plausible argument. Basically, they were like the present-day lawyers. Unsurprisingly, they did not appreciate Socrates' teachings, and in time, they managed to bring charges against him of heresy and corrupting the morals of the youths of Athens. Socrates was found guilty by the jury. The charge carried the sentence of death. It was a verdict he could easily have escaped by renouncing his views or fleeing the city. But he left his final lesson in his choice of death. Putting his soul above all, he stuck to his ethics and beliefs and voluntarily drank the cup of poison in the form of the herb hemlock, cementing his theory that it matters not what theory you believe in, but how you live it. Sweet fantasy cakes. No matter what your special occasion or personal craving, come and visit the Small Business Champions, sweetfantasycakes.com.au. Catch Greek supergroup Vegas live in Sydney, Saturday 19th of September at Central Live. For tickets, call 0418 451 481. With proven results from thousands of installations in the residential and commercial application, Solar Energy Enterprises can design the perfect solar system for your needs.
Did you know that gomboloi has evolved from the Greek word for prayer rope, gomboskini? Gomboloi comes from the Greek word gombos, which means knot, and the verb leo, meaning to say. It therefore translates to, in each knot say a prayer. The Greek Orthodox monks on Mount Athos in northern Greece initially created the beads as a way to count prayer.
It's summer in Greece, and all that beautiful sun, sea and Gefi is fertile ground for some of the best music. To tell us more, here's the guru, DJ Krazy Con.
Hey guys, this is DJ Krazy Con doing the music news for Meraki TV.
And this week we are going to do the top 10 summer tracks in Greece. Starting off with this one, number 10, Terma by Yorgos Mazonakis. Number 9, Stan, Δεν σου ανήκω.
Δεν ξέρω τι είναι λάθος, τι σωστό. Μεγάλωσα μέσα στην αλήθεια. Δεν θα αλλάξω, δεν μπορώ. Δεν σου ανήκω, πώς να σου το πω. Μαζί μου θα πονάς, θα φταίω εγώ. Ζωή σου η ζωή μου. Πολεμάω με τη μορφή μου.
Number 8, Το καλοκαίρι μπήκε by Πάνος Καλίδης.
Βρήκε, τη βρήκε τώρα. Χτύπημα καιρό. Μαζί σου τα έχω παίξει και ποιος να με μαζέψει. Βγαίνω στους δρόμους, φωνάζω σ' αγαπώ.
Number 7, Βασίλης Μπατής, Έχω χαρά και πάω.
Στα αστέρια και πετάω, μ' αγαπάς και σ' αγαπάω. Έχω αγάπη τόση που θα με παλαβώσει.
Number 6, Δημήτρης Καραδίμος with Μη σταματάς.
Παιδεύομαι, το παραδέχομαι. Τα χείλη μου όταν ακουμπάς. Μαγεύομαι, ναι, μαγεύομαι, το παραδέχομαι.
Number 5, Διονύσης Σχοινάς, το καλοκαίρι.
Φέτος μπορεί να μην έρθει, για μένα φέτος μπορεί και να βρέχει. Θα είναι χειμώνας χωρίς διακοπές.
Number 4, King's Bikini.
Για σημάδια μ' αφήνει, το κορμί μου ανάβει και σβήνει. Μέσα στο καυτό μου μπικίνι, τρέλα που για πάντα θα μείνει. Ό,τι θες μωρό μου θα γίνει. Το κορμί μου ανάβει και σβήνει. Μέσα στο καυτό μου μπικίνι.
Number 3, Vegas, απόψε.
Θυμίζει το δικό σου φίλι. Απόψε ο κόσμος μεθυσμένος τρέχει. Τα πάντα γύρω μου φωνάζουν καλοκαίρι θα έρθει. Όμως λείπεις εσύ και μια στο νησί που πάντα θα βρέχει.
Number 2, Ηλίας Βρέτος και πετάω ψηλά.
Κι ακόμα παραπάνω, απόψε έχω πετάξει. Και πλανήτη έχω αλλάξει. Σε άλλο κόσμο πάω, σαν λιτρόκια περνάω. Μες στα μάτια σε κοιτάω και στα σύννεφα.
And the number 1 song in Greece this summer 2015, Personas, η πιο όμορφη στην Ελλάδα.
Απλώς θέλω να τα γι' αυτό. Τι κατά. Άκου πως έχει η καρδιά μου για σένα. Παλαμάκα σου χτυπά. Στο ρυθμό της χόρεψες για μένα.
Did you know that Koboloi is often referred to as Greek worry beads and generally has an odd number of beads? They usually also have a head bead called o papas, or the priest. Over the 400-year Ottoman occupation, the Koboloi took less of a religious meaning and became more of a way to relieve stress, to relax and to pass time.
There are so many Greek Australians making their mark at the moment and in so many different ways. One young man who is making literary circles stand up and take notice is Will Kostakis. Only 25, he has already won multiple awards for his book, The First Third, which features the unique relationship between a young Greek man and his yaya. To tell us more, the man himself, Will Kostakis. Welcome, Will.
Thank you for having me.
I have to admit, I'm in love with The First Third. I was in tears when I finished reading it. Congratulations on such a great write.
Thank you.
Where did it all begin? Were you like that little kid that at 5 had a diary and was writing down everything that happened in the day, or...?
For me, it all started with, I remember in year 1, my teacher, she would read us a chapter from the Magic Faraway Tree every day. And, you know, the whole class was on the edge of their seats because it would always end with like a cliffhanger. And I remember just going up to my teacher and asking, what does Enid Blyton do for a living and how can I do that? And then so she shoved a pen in my hand and paper, and I was really lucky because I had teachers all the way through school that noticed that I had that passion and really cultivated it.
Wow, and you've just been writing ever since you were 6?
Yeah, so basically I was writing short stories, you know, in year 6. If my teacher said write half a page, I would be writing 3 or 4 pages, and I'd be calling it a novel, but you know.
Well, it is at 6. So, The First Third, tell us about the name, because it's such a beautiful story.
So, my first book arrived on the scene with all the momentum of a stone. Like, it was released and then it just dropped off the face of the earth. And so, when I had the opportunity to write a second book, I was like, okay, this might be my last shot at this. What's the one story that I want to tell? And I was sort of resisting being the Greek Australian author, but then I was like, no, that's what I know, that's what I want to write. And so I started to think about my experiences, and I started to wonder, how can I distill all of that into a theme for a book? And this idea came to me of splitting your life into thirds. The first third of your life is you being embarrassed by your family. The second third of your life is you then trying to build a family like the one that you had. And the final third of your life is you inherently embarrassing your younger family.
And you've also, you've done some writing for young, not even young adults, kind of just young kids.
Younger readers, yeah.
Tell us about that project, because it's a beautiful project.
I was approached by Penguin to write for their new series called Stuff Happens, which is aimed at boys who are 7 to 10 years old, for kids who are sort of on the edge of, being reluctant readers and needing that first nudge, but not only looking at their reading literacy, but also looking at their emotional literacy. So encouraging boys to open up to friends and talk about their feelings, open up to adults and, pursue their dreams, things like that. And we're trying to show that there's more to being a man than running away from an explosion in slow motion.
You're doing a really good job, not only in your beautiful, prolific writing, but just in giving back. It's so nice to see someone who has inspired inspiring so many other young kids. So, bravo, Sul, really. Bravo, Sul. Thank you so much for joining us on Meraki TV. And I will say that the first third is available at the Greek Bilingual Bookshop. Come in, there's a massive order coming. You can order it online. Jump on the website, grab it. You won't be disappointed. It's absolutely beautiful. Congratulations, mate.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Did you know in Nafplio you can also find the first and still unique in the world Komboloi Museum? The museum was established in 1998 by Aris Evangelinos, who wished to spread the knowledge and history of the traditional Greek komboloi.
Wish you were in Greece, Melbourne, New York, or any other exotic destination? Call Peter at Megatravel 9824 2427. Megatravel. Catch Greek Supergroup Vegas live in Sydney, Saturday 19th of September at Central Live. For tickets, call 0418 451 481. With proven results from thousands of installations in the residential and commercial application, Solar Energy Enterprises can design the perfect solar system for your needs. Yaya's Secret Recipe is proudly brought to you by M&J Chickens, supplying high-quality, poultry-based fresh products, value-added, flavoured and fully cooked meals and meal components to the hospitality, food service and retail in Australia. For superior quality and service, choose M&J Chickens. We're revolutionising the way you think about chicken.
Well, you might be a little bit surprised to see me in the Meraki TV kitchen, and let me tell you, no more surprised than I am. But I was talking to a mum of a kid that's been recently diagnosed as celiac on the weekend, and she was lamenting the fact that he could no longer eat his favourite Kourabiethes. I quickly piped up and said, well, I make them gluten and dairy free all the time, and got myself in a lot of trouble, and in the end promised to do a gluten and dairy free Kourabiethes today on the show. So without delay, first up, you want to heat your oven to 150 degrees. Normally you use 180, but I find with gluten-free stuff, you need a lower heat and give it a little bit more time. So first up, we cream our butter and our sugar. I've got just over 250 grams of the Nuttalex and 2 Turkish coffee cups of icing sugar. Not normal coffee cups, Turkish coffee cups. We're just going to cream it until it's nice and white and fluffy. Slowly add each of the other ingredients one at a time, beating in between. Starting with the egg yolk. The best part, a splash of ouzo, a splash of vanilla extract, two cups of almond meal, and last of all, we add in our gluten-free flour. I've got just over 2 cups here. Feel free to add a little bit more into your dough if it's not quite right. Just slowly add it in, mixing as you go. You can throw your flour in and do it with the mix master, but I found, especially for the gluten-free ones, it's better if you just put in your flour slowly and mix it by hand. Don't ask me why, it just works. So you just want to make sure that your dough is still sticky, but that it lifts off your hands. So sprinkle just a little bit of flour on your bench, grab a nice big ball, flatten it out to whatever thickness you want, and then we grab the good old-fashioned drinking glass and just do half moons. Now we just pop them in the oven. There we go, nice and golden brown. Let them cool for a little while and then dust them with icing sugar. Lots and lots of icing sugar is always good with Kourabiethes. And while I enjoy my gluten and dairy-free Kourabiethes, you guys enjoy Stavroula and the Glitz and Goss.
Glitz and Goss is proudly brought to you by iSecure. To keep your family safe, let us keep an eye on your place. isecureyou.com.au.
Hi, I'm Stavroula with Glitz and Goss. Greek sci-fi E-Social has been accepted into the Comic-Con International this year. Socrates Petridis' E-Social is the only Greek film accepted. Set in the future, humans create holograms of dead people based on the info they had uploaded to social media while they were alive. It's Nutella Donut Shake madness in Sydney. Akis Daikos and Simon Kapatos from Foodcraft Espresso and Bakery Cafe have started a craze with Nutella shakes and Nutella balls. The cafe goes through 70 kilos of Nutella a day, 2,000 shakes and donuts, going ballistic with offers to open stores overseas. A year ago, the Sailor t-shirt designed by Jean-Paul Gaultier and inspired by Melina Mercouri hit the catwalk. Now, Yannis Varoufakis is the fashion inspiration, with his face and name appearing on t-shirts and merchandise. Check out redbubble.com and keep calm and love Yannis. British rockers Bring Me the Horizon found the best way to produce their new album was to go to the most amazing recording facility in the world, Black Rock Studios in Santorini. The owner of Black Rock, Kostas Kalimeris, is music royalty in Greece. He was head of A&R for Universal Music International and Heaven Music, consults for X Factor Greece, and has produced 200 gold and platinum records. Justin Bieber, Elena Paparizou, One Republic and Joe Bonamassa, who named his album after the studio, have recorded at Black Rock. The place is unbelievable, has everything a recording artist desires, complete luxury accommodation with top-end studio facilities. St. Spiridon College and PNF are holding a back to old school disco night, teaming up with someone that knows how to throw a party, Harris Stamos. DJs on the night, the legendary Harry Wild from 2RDJ and the MO, and Artie Stamos, who ruled the decks at Atlantis, the biggest Greek club ever. Massive laser light show and sound. Saturday, 12 September at St. Spiridon Hall, Kingsford. $25 early bird. The Kefi continues on with another Spasta night in Adelaide. Catch Panayotis Mountzouris, Angie and the Axia live band with special guest Rebecca. Saturday, 12 September at the Ballroom Function Centre, Hindmarsh. $40 entry including Mezé. That's it from me, Glitz and Goss with Stavroula. Catch me next week on Meraki TV.
Glitz and Goss is proudly brought to you by iSecure. To keep your family safe, let us keep an eye on your place. isecureyou.com.au.
What a show. Thank you so much to all of you for joining us. I definitely want to hear from anyone who gives my gluten and dairy-free Kourabiethes a go. Just email me, Sevo at meraki.tv. A big thank you to all our sponsors for making it possible for us to be here. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, and you can also catch up on episodes on the website www.meraki.tv. Tonight, I'm signing off with some more highlights from the Canterbury Leagues night. Until next week, παιδιά, φιλάκια from me, Sevo.
Σου πω πως εγώ για μένα ζω, φεύγω στα χαμένα, στα έχω μαζεμένα ένα να σου.
Are we having fun?
I am having fun. My son's singing up there, so I'm very proud of him.
Θα γίνω βραζιλιάνα με το σομπρέρος μου κάσε ο καβαλιέρος μου κι όταν θα αρχίσω έως μου για σένα θα αρχίσουν παράγγες ρυθμό να δίνουνε τα άστρα τα νεβοσβήνουνε κι όλα ρυθμό θα δίνουνε θα λες αυτό το μαμπό το μπρασιλέρο μου δίνει κέφι μου δίνει στη.
Και είσαστε πρώτο τραπέζι πίστας, έτσι?
Κάθε φορά το πρώτο που μου αρέσει και πρώτη θέση και να βλέπω. Πάρα πολύ ωραία.
Σας θυμίζει η Ελλάδα?
Πάρα πολύ Ελλάδα. Γιατί δεν έχουμε και άλλα ελληνικά εδώ, πολύ λίγα ελληνικά.
Συνεπίες να μη φοβάμαι, απόψε θέλω να πιω. Πάρ' εσύ.
Hello! How are you?
I'm always good. Always good.
What's one of your favorite songs?
I don't have a favorite song, I just like Greek music, that's all. I like a lot of Socrates and Becky,
Me too.
Get him to play a few.